From leotard-wearing Tarzan to Dr. Dolittle in his lab coat, plenty of fictitious animal whisperers have been depicted in pop culture as being energetic, intelligent, and sometimes downright crazy. But those depictions may not be as far from reality as you would expect. At least not if you look at 24-year-old Michael Holston of Miami, Florida. Inspired by the late conservationist and TV personality Steve Irwin, also known as the Crocodile Hunter, Michael's energetic and enthusiastic approach toward animals has earned him a nickname of his own. Sure, he may not swing from tree branches or talk to dogs, but there's a reason people are calling Michael the real Tarzan. You've probably seen them on the big screen. The energetic animal whisperers who have the ability to understand and communicate with pets and other critters. Maybe they swing from vines or chat with animals in their offices, but whether they're wearing a lab coat or a loincloth, they're usually just a little bit zany. Of course, that's not necessarily surprising. Animals have a lot of quirks, and when you start handling the exotic ones, as in those animals that wouldn't fit into suburbia so well, there can be a bit of danger involved. It's not a job for everyone. The concept of an energetic, slightly crazy animal expert isn't just a Hollywood invention, however. There's actually one living in Miami, Florida. And at just 24 years old, Michael Holston has already earned the nickname, the real Tarzan. When you check out his Instagram, it's easy to see why. All day long, Michael works with animals. He's a manager at an exotic reptile farm, where he buys, sells, breeds, and rescues reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Basically, if an animal looks slimy or is covered in scales, Michael works hard to help it out. While he's working, Michael has another goal in the back of his mind: to be the next Steve Irwin. Most remember the fearless crocodile hunter who met an untimely demise in 2006, and Michael has cultivated a similar persona via social media by posting pictures like this one. Bathing with an anaconda is one way to put yourself in the same conversation as Steve Irwin, and Michael couldn't be happier. Day in and day out, he said, I strive like many others to accomplish the things that Irwin has done for our wildlife and planet, but that's no short order. For those unaware of Steve Irwin and his legacy, he had a different approach to his conservation than what people were used to. A lively Australian man who spent his honeymoon trapping crocodiles, Irwin didn't just preach loving thy animals, he lived it. Watching the worldwide hit television series The Crocodile Hunter, Irwin's fans regularly tuned in to see him wrangling crocodiles or catching deadly snakes. In one controversial moment, he fed crocs while holding his 1-month-old son. When Irwin wasn't handling deadly beasts, you could usually catch him on a talk show, gleeful with some oversized lizards sitting in his lap or a colorful bird on his arm. Irwin captivated animal lovers and inspired kids like Michael Holston, who hope to carry his legacy on to the next generation. On a normal workday, Michael does just about anything the animal farm might need: build and clean cages, feed the animals, or answer the phones. But there's another aspect of his working life that he takes very seriously. When he's not at his day job, you can find Michael at Miami Zoological Wildlife Foundation, where he gets trained by veteran zookeepers on how to do enrichment and train with other dangerous animals. And like Irwin, he shows his enthusiasm for animal conservation on camera. It probably goes without saying that this monkey is a hit on Michael's Instagram account, which boasts hundreds of thousands of followers. He uses his account for more than just laughs, though. Remember that anaconda Michael took a dip with? Well, he didn't just stop with a bath. With the help of his Instagram account, Michael often posts pictures of the mighty reptile with a specific goal in mind. See, Michael wants to teach his fans a thing or two. Anacondas love water, he wrote with one of the images of him alongside the snake. They spend a majority of their lives in water to help swim. Because of their massive thickness, it's difficult for them to move on land. Michael uses these fun facts for his third career. As a part-time zoology and biology teacher, Michael brings exotic animals into classrooms for kids to experience up close. I literally bring the spiders, snakes, and frogs, he said, and I put it on the kids. Like, here, there's nothing to be scared of. Education is a surefire way to reduce fear of these animals, and Michael knows that better than most. Despite regularly handling creepy crawlies, Michael was actually once terrified of spiders. So what did he do? I started researching them and figuring out their movements and stuff like that," he said. "Spiders are pretty freaking cool." Michael's goals extend beyond teaching people about animals. He also hopes to teach them about equality, using himself as an example. "I want to show that you can be black and be educated," he said. "You can be professional. You can chase your dreams." "Well said, Michael." Michael elaborated. "You can be yourself and be different, and also still make it, and still be just like everybody else." That's something I want to focus on a lot, too. As it stands, Michael has lofty career goals. Now, after a recent successful appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Michael wants to keep the momentum going. He wants his own Irwin-style show where he can broadcast his enthusiasm for animals to a larger audience. For now, though, he'll keep smiling and educating his fans. He may not swing from trees or wear a lab coat, but it's hard to ignore Michael's enthusiasm for the animal world. And while he certainly has some very big, very Australian shoes to fill, you can't deny this animal whisperer is well on his way. Michael's love for animals could very well be contagious. Anyone else feel like jumping into a bathtub with an anaconda right now? If you'd rather play it safe instead, then be sure to check out Michael's Instagram account for more animal fun. Share the real Tarzan story with your friends.